Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Well, I wanted to make this video from a very long time. This video will be about concerns and questions, pretty much about all those things which could go wrong in the next God of War game. Do note that this video is coming from a hardcore fan of the series since 2012, and the points I mentioned in the video, well, at least I believe are going to be the same for every other God of War fan. So enough talking, let's directly jump to the point one. God of War Ragnarok, I mean the next game, being the last in the Norse series. It was actually quite surprising when the director for God of War Ragnarok, Eric Williams, revealed that God of War Ragnarok will be the last God of War game in the Norse series. Most of the fans thought it's going to be a trilogy and Ragnarok will happen in the last game. In the third game. This is where the questions arises because we did not fully saw Thor and Odin in the previous games, and there are so many other characters that will make an appearance in the next game. All the character development with these characters like Odin and Thor are done by showing murals that are translated by Atreus or by Mimir both stories. And not only this, there are a handful of characters that will make an appearance as Ragnarok approaches, and Santa Monica Studios already showed 3 of them, one being Durlin, second Angraboda, and well, for very first time in action, we saw Tyr. And we didn't see Thor and Odin in the trailer. Don't get me wrong, we saw his hammer and his full reveal on Instagram, but knowing that all these characters will be in a single game, it made me feel like this game is getting rushed and may have some pacing issues related to the story. This is what I believe is the major concern for the next game. Coming to the second point is pacing of the story. Well, the God of War 2018 had this amazing story with a single cut camera that doesn't cut from start to finish. It's confirmed by one of the Santa Monica Studio developer that the next game will follow the same thing. That means whatever happens on screen, Kratos will be with us and Kratos will be present in every single frame. This got me thinking about that cutscene when someone blows the horn while we are in our way to Freya's home. Coming to the pacing issues, Cory Barlog, who directed 2018's God of War, wanted the game to be more personal to Kratos and players as well. He took the time that needed to make some of the game scenes more memorable and rewarding. For example, take a look at this scene here. This is the scene where Kratos goes back to Freya's home. While this whole segment is around 10 minutes, Cory Barlog wanted this particular scene to be slow. That is why Kratos cannot run in this scene, and finally, the boat ride to his home to wield blades of chaos. This felt very rewarding, and this is what I'm talking about. Originally, the team at Santa Monica Studios are not happy with this decision as they thought that this is way too long. This is what makes me worried with the new director, Eric Williams. There are some scenes in 2018's God of War game that are quiet and simple, but they resonate with the player more. This might change in the next game. I'm quite sure the team will do an amazing job. But taking the example of the 2018's game, this got me worried a bit. Like maybe, pacing of the game will be a little odd and we may feel like they kind of rushed a little bit with the plot and story. Coming to the third point, it's about the character development for new characters. As I said before, God of War Ragnarok has many characters and trailer did not even show it. Some of them are this giant wolf Fenrir, Skoll and Hadi, and Heimdall, Odin, Surtur, and the list just goes on. I'm not telling you that I'm upset because this character didn't show up in the trailer. They never should. But my concern is all these important characters will get enough screen time in the next game. Well, not every character has to grow equally for a great game, but the amount of characters that the next game is going to have and the team concluding the Norse saga in this game makes me worried if I think about it. Finally, the fourth point is about the length of the game. David Jaffe said that the next game can be 40 hours long. Well, he did not mention if it's only going to be the story length or to platinum the game. If the game is really built for 40 hours long story, then boom, it's going to be a ride and we can assume that we are safe. Because come on, 40 hours is just so much. You can include all 3 God of War games in it and you'll still have time to think about what to do next. But what if the story length is short? Well, I think at this point I don't have a valid answer for you guys. We have to understand that not all the characters we see in Norse mythology will end up in the game, only some of them do. At the end of the day, it's all about how the dev team makes these characters stand out by using some of them and make them special. If they introduce so many characters and have a short length for the story, well, the pacing ultimately suffers. So that's it from my side guys. What do you think about this game being 40 hours long and how do you think the game is going to be when it comes out? By all means, this is nowhere a negative video. I'm a fan like you guys who thinks about God of War and I can't wait to see more. Thank you so much for watching the video this long. If you're still there, please make sure to put a comment and please make sure to like the video. We'll meet you guys in the next video very soon. Till then, bye bye.